I mean, obviously, proof of work was easier to do because there are a lot of developers. There's a lot more Solidity developers that know how to work on the old version than the new version, of course, right? But it wouldn't be that difficult. Do I think it's possible? I think it would only happen if there was some critical error in Ethereum proof of stake, and then we had to like do that. Like we actually have the so we. Well, I don't want to say so. How do I say this? So we have a DeFi ecosystem, but we kind of have sort of a command economy in a way as well, or we have a czar, which is Richard. Now, if Richard says, "Hey guys, this shit's not working right now. We're gonna fork over our code and go over to this. All your coins are gonna be safe. We're just gonna change the consensus model of Ethereum, and we're gonna go to proof of work." Cool. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it anyway. Okay, and we just follow along, and that's it. Now, most other networks can't do that. That is the power of having a king czar, someone at the tip of the spear, right? This gives us power. So we're basically a very, very high horsepower, high torque, basically tugboat that's high very torque. Yeah, high torque, right? Like a lot of these other ecosystems, like BTC moves like glacier speed, like not even glacier speed. I'm talking about slower than glacier, slower than molasses, right? And where something like Ethereum moves a little bit more nimbly, but not, it's still fucking very slow. Where Hex just goes, or Hex, I'm saying Hex Pulse can go. So we can basically this is the coolest thing. We can basically, because we are Ethereum based and stuff, in terms of our source code and everything, we can basically take any Ethereum upgrade we want or don't. We can do anything. So most of the technological investment that's happening in the crypto space is being done on Ethereum blockchains right now. This is L2 technology, all the stuff happening in all the L1s like Phantom. So if Phantom ends up coming with something called the FVM, which is the Phantom virtual machine, instead of the EVM, which is the Ethereum virtual machine, and that's compatible for Ethereum and it works for Ethereum, then we can just take it for ourselves, put it on PulseChain, and we got a new engine, we got a new heart, and then boom, we're off to the races. Like one big problem that's kind of plaguing Ethereum right now is that it's EVM, it's Ethereum virtual machine, can only process so many smart contracts per block. Well, with one thing that Phantom, which is a competitor L1, what they're doing is they're developing something called an FVM, which is their version of the Ethereum virtual machine, which will be able to significantly do more smart contracts per transaction. The Phantom blockchain is faster than Ethereum, but it's held back by the main problem it's having is that because sure they can do little I can send tons of things like this and this and this, but what's going on is as you get more technologically advanced protocols, they need to do more advanced functions. They do smart contracts or like blocks of chains of so do this and this and this and this and this within one transaction. Eventually you hit like clogs. It can handle much more like me sending cryptos or the basic things, but anything that was kind of intermediate to advanced, it clogs it up. So that's one main thing that they're actually working on, and they just got a GitLab grant right now. And then so Ethereum, the Ethereum Foundation is actually supporting Phantom on this because if Phantom pulls this off, then they implement this on Ethereum. Well, fuck, we can just take it for ourselves. So any upgrade that's very beneficial for the Ethereum ecosystem, we can take at any point, or choose not to. Maybe Richard looks into it and says, "This is really, really stupid. Let's not do this. I think it's a bad upgrade. I think it hurts tokenomics." Then we don't do it. This gives us like the superpower. This is why PulseChain is so cool. Is we have a sort of a superpower. We can just kind of bend and do whatever we want with our chain. And the coolest thing is that Richard has a lot of business sense. And it's kind of we'll be able to figure out, like, you know what, I think this is good, this is bad, and I think this will give us we'll be a lot more competitive than a lot of other chains because we don't have to spend as much developing energy into these kind of advanced things, and we can do more of like kind of the nuts and bolts things that we need to do, the more like kind of like the groundwork sort of stuff to kind of advance the chain.
Yeah, I mean, I want my czar to prioritize like mad gains, and I love how he always makes these decisions, to go to POS or to do this or that, and for example, a lot of people are wondering, like, PulseChain hasn't launched yet, and so PulseX hasn't launched yet. If PulseChain launches later than May or something, are we going to use Uniswap V3 or V2 when V3 comes available? And then I remember Richard talking at the conference. I think somebody asked him a question about V3 and V2, and I think he still likes V2. And the comment was something around, or what he said, the commentary around it was something like, he liked the pairs because liquidity on both sides then maybe he hinted about some kind of pumpamental, it felt like, around having two things that you both like. And he didn't really elaborate, but he said that. And I was like, whoa, like it sounds like he likes V2. He's prioritizing these things because of the pumpamentals. He sees, this kind of secret sauce. Even if V3 is available, whether we take it or not is dependent on whether he thinks, more gains with that or with, with V2. So that's, I love how he prioritizes these things like that. And all the decisions where, that don't make any sense, or, what's he going to do? He has all the information. He's going to make the choice that's best for the product and best for, how the skyscraper economics we have for it.